Hey y'all. Well, everybody thawing out good enough. Something the difference a week will make. I guess this time last week a lot of us have been thankful to be by some heat like that. I guess most folks have returned to a semblance of normal after the events of the last week and the freak weather event. A lot of folks suffered through that and even lost a few lives, but never thought you'd be so thankful to have running hot water or just simply be able to turn on the light switch and it worked, right? Yeah, it'll humble you and make you thankful for the little things and gratitude, seasons of life and how it works. Everything's good on the farm. We lost the water ability in the chicken house, but that's an easy fix, just with a little PVC piping. But pretty impressed with that old house. It's well over 100 years old and galvanized pipes underneath it, kind of a pier and beam style, so it's not insulated. There's not any insulation in the walls, but them old gas heaters keep it just right in the winter, and we get it regulated in the summertime. But thankful to have not lost any pipes or busts or anything like that, so we're major blessed. That old field there was covered in snow, wasn't it? Crunching around out here in the ice. Look here, she ain't been by me all day, and I go to talking, I guess she took her cue. Is that right, baby? But funny how life can change on a dime, for good or for bad. We didn't have a clue 3 or 4 weeks ago we'd be facing down the events of the last week, did we? And I reckon this old pasture, when them peas come up here in, I guess about a month or so from now, it'll never have a clue that it had snow on it. Pretty thankful for it. It's still a little bit of a soggy mess, but it's getting the ground ready so them roots on those pea bushes can find a little water come the end of June, because they'll sure need it by that time. I guess it's about to set in raining from what the forecast looks like, but it's that time of year. We'll probably have a monster truck mud rally in this old field. But, we'll take every drop of it we can get as we get ready for spring. Got a big old bunch of seeds in. I guess it was a couple of days ago. So I about to turn that dining room into a seed house. I don't want to have to scramble if it starts freezing on us. But I imagine we'll get a couple more cold snaps before it's over with. But, time to get my tomatoes rolling. I got a few already, and peppers and marigolds and things that need a little start. Probably going to start the watermelons here pretty quick. That way we're ahead of the game when that frost line subsides. That usually happens about the end of March. That old pecan tree here is kind of my clue. When it buds, it's over with here in East Texas. We're still a good 30 days away from it, I'm pretty sure. But we'll take it as it comes, won't we? About being thankful. I know a lot of y'all are today. I sure am, and thankful for sometimes how good Lord blesses you, even when you don't think you deserve it. It's about living in a spirit of gratitude about every little thing. I heard an old story about a traveler that was in the desert, come across a sweet spring of water, crystal clear. He filled his old leather canteen with water because it was so good, so sweet. Took him 4 days to get back to the village, but he took it straight to the elder. Wanted him to have a taste of that sweet water. The old man took a long drink, smiled and thanked the traveler for his gift. He laid the canteen aside, and a little bit later another guy came up and he took a swig and spit it out. It was the most sour, foul thing he'd ever tasted. And he looked at the old man and he said, "Man, why did you smile and thank that man for this old sorry water?" He looked at him and he said, "Well, you tasted the water, I tasted the gift, and that's what made it so much sweeter." That's something. I think sometimes in the midst of it, we need to learn to taste the gift in spite of the way things are around us, because it could be so much worse. And a lot of us experienced it. I think it threw us back to the 1800s. Your whole day was around trying to survive and find food. Didn't have leisure time for Facebook and him-hawing around on politics and arguing with folks. You just hunkered up with family, and I think that's a pretty good blessing. We might need a few more of those outages along the way. Yeah, that's right. Well, just kind of wanted to check in, do a live tonight. I guess I'll do a quick roll call. The fatality count on the farm was 1 rooster, so we did okay. But that'll happen along the way, with or without a cold freeze. But a rooster and some PVC pipes in the chicken house. So we're blessed. Sure are. No baby goats yet. I guess I just expected any day to come out here in the middle of that mess and have some baby goats to tend to, but guess I'm thankful that didn't happen. That sure makes it rough when the weather's like that and you got little ones to take care of. But hope y'all don't lose the lesson too soon in the simple things that we learn to do without. It's inconvenience, but we're sure a blessed nation. Really are. We'd be wise to remember that. Yeah. Well, let me do a quick roll call. It's actually getting a little airish out here. I got tickled earlier. Got the front yard cleaned up, and I am so thankful for family and my cousin. That old tractor sure made some easy work of getting this stuff cleaned up around here. But I uncovered a big old pile of pine limbs, and the tops and all, and it was about 2 foot deep. And I was getting it up, and lo and behold, after 2 or 3 days of 70-degree temperatures here in Texas and full sunshine, still had a snowbank underneath it. Isn't that something? Who'd have guessed it? Oh well, it's an odd time. Oh, that's another thing. It's pretty endeared to my heart, talking about things changing on a dime. The old 13-day siege of the Alamo started today. 284 years ago? 85. It's been a while. But those old boys had no idea what they was about to get into, and forever change history. But always am humbled and revered to study that piece of history. Those were men of valor, different men then. I know we still got some around today, but that was something else. We'd do well to learn from it. All right, let me see who all's on here. We're going to call it an evening. I think I've rambled enough, so I can scroll back up here while I got a little light. I got to go tend these fires, too. See who all's sounding off the scene. There's Mr. Roy. How are you? My good buddy Randy. Yeah, we're doing well after Snowmageddon 2021. That's right. Just got to keep moving, don't we? There's Miss Margie. How are you? Cade Neighbors. Headed north to go live in Maine for a while, but hold it down here in East Texas. Keep the good episodes coming, brother. Well, we'll sure do it. You're going to get your fill of snow pretty quick headed up there. It's pretty country. Miles is from Arlington, Texas. Appreciate your daily encouragement as well, sir. God bless you. Joyce is checking in from Florian, Louisiana. Patricia's on. Let's see who else is in here real quick. I'll scroll them up. I got to hurry up and get these fires stoked a little bit. That rain set in. I need to get that wood burnt. Brian and Deb Long, good to see you too. There's Matthew from North Central Florida. Beautiful country up that way. Starting cow peas. Well, advice on the cow peas, you wait for the frost line to pass in your area. Your county extension agent should have that info. And there's not a whole lot to it. They don't need fertilizer. They make their own nitrogen. And you got good fertile soil, or they'll just about grow in anything. They're probably some of the easiest things to grow. For those that don't know what cow peas are, imagine you do, but that's purple hulls, zipper creams, the staple of the South. But they're easy to grow. You just follow some simple directions and plant them about a 1/4 inch deep, about 3 or 4 inches apart, and let them run. Put them rows far enough apart to where you can pick them. It's probably one of the easiest big cash crops you can grow. So keep me updated on that. I'd like to know how they do in Central Florida. Its climate's pretty much like here, and it should do fine. There's Jay. How are you? Leanne's checking in. Good to see you on. Kimberly Goldston. Yep, we're doing fine. A lot of people in worse shape than we are, and we're blessed. Sure are. There's Miss Debbie down Central Texas way. Patricia's checking in. See who else is on here this evening. Gene, things are looking up. Yep, they always are if you choose to look up, right? There's my good buddy Shane Greenville, down around Laredo, Texas way. Music business friend, but kind of went past that. We're good buddies. I got to come down there for too long, keep talking about it. And that sure is a long trip, though. Oh, man, good times. There's Donna. Terry saying, good evening, how are you? Over Lufkin, Huntington area. Good to see you checking in. Let's see, there's Alexis. I think I just about got everybody. I think that's it. All right, well, I'm going to get on that tractor and go push these old logs up and see what we can't get burnt before that next year, of which we'll be thankful. This old pasture is some rutted up, isn't it? Sure is. Both my cousins got stuck the other day, and thank goodness the tractor was here. One got stuck on this place, and another one got stuck across the road. But we got them out pretty quick order. Mighty blessed tonight. Lots of things. I think I've learned more about God's goodness and grace and blessings in the last 2 to 3 weeks than I thought I could ever learn. Life is good, and He's good. Just gotta keep him in our focus, don't we? We've all got our own way of doing that, but it makes a difference in your life. Y'all be the light. Talk to you later.